Lucas Tomlinson joins me now with new reporting on that fire we just talked about at the nuclear power plant. What do you have?
Well, Jesse, that's not just the largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine. It's the largest in Europe. It's the top 10 largest in the world. So these reports of fire there are very serious. You just heard from General Keane about this is clearly an attempt by the Russian forces to perhaps shut down power. Know that this reactor, you can scram, it has a kill switch. You can shut down the power without setting off major alarms. But it's certainly something to look at. We're watching actually some imagery right now. It doesn't look like we can see flames right now, but it's certainly, we are seeing some flames right now. My colleague is telling me there are some flames at the reactor. Now, going back to what the general said about those troops from the Far East, Jesse, Russia is 11 time zones. So those forces coming from the Far East, from the Sea of Japan, that's 11 time zones and over 5,000 miles. Now, speaking of that convoy that's been stuck in the mud and having some logistical issues, it just personifies the issues that have been plaguing the Russian military from the start. As the general mentioned, Vladimir Putin is certainly doubling, tripling down by potentially calling up reserves. What I'm hearing from sources on the ground is that the food is terrible. Many of these food items are expired. And what's happening? Those Russian soldiers are looting grocery stores. I've even spoken to locals who have family members who Russian troops have gone into their house, Jesse, to take everything off the shelves.
Yeah, we're also hearing some reports. A former Army engineer and contractor said it looks like all the tires were blown out on a lot of these vehicles because they weren't maintained pre-invasion. And they hit the mud and they hit the sunlight and they blew up, and they're garbage now, and they're stalled out and they can't move, and there's no tire resources that they can just call in and switch them out. They're cooked. So that could explain why they've been just dead in the mud for almost a week. Lucas Tomlinson, thank you so much for that reporting. We appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.